Hello everybody, I'm Twan. Welcome to the Redesign My Life series. Today we're going to be talking about investing in the life that you want. So the definition of invest or investing is to devote one's time, effort, and energy to a particular objective with the expectation of a worthwhile result, whether it's your goals, your dreams, or your happiness. So what happens when you let a dog do whatever? With no rules, no guidance, no discipline, and no training. They're going to be chewing on your shoes, they're going to be rolling in the mud, they're going to be scratching up your couch, they're going to be running around rampant, right? Well, let me ask you, what happens when you let a person go with no rules, no guidance, no discipline, and no training? They're going to be slacking off, being complacent, they're going to be procrastinating, they're not going to have much drive, no goals, and not much direction. So in life, in investing in life, we need to figure out how to invest in our lives. Sometimes we have an idea, but the thing is, we need help and we need guidance in our lives. Sometimes we don't even know what we're doing. So, if you need to get your finances in check, you might need a financial advisor. You might need a teacher in your life to teach you certain skills, to teach you certain things. You might need a coach, a mentor, a trainer, a leader in your life. You might need learning resources, whether it's online resources, classes, YouTube, books, magazines, references, audios, tools, etc. Okay? We need these types of people and tools in our lives to help assist, accelerate our growth potential. We cannot do it alone. So there's two types of investing out there. One is called mentally investing or thinking of investing. And we always go through this in our heads, right? I want a new job, I want a new job, I want a new job. I want to make more money, I want to make more money, I want to make more money. I want to lose weight, I want to lose weight, I want to lose weight. I want to invest in stocks. I want to go back to school. I want to learn how to play piano and guitar. I want to travel to Paris. But the thing is, the thoughts and intentions are really great, but you got to ask yourself, where is the action? And as you can see here on this chart, when you're only thinking about it, this is what happens when you're only thinking about it without any action. When was the last time you thought about a job and you magically got a job? When was the last time you thought about more money and it magically appeared for you? When was the last time you thought about losing weight and you woke up and you found out you lost 5 pounds from thinking about it? When's the last time you thought about investing in stocks and some stocks magically appeared in your portfolio? Never. So the next type of investing is called action-oriented investing. I'm actually fixing my resume. I'm applying for jobs. I'm networking out there. I'm working out. I'm actually eating cleaner. Okay, I'm actually putting money into stocks and mutual funds. I'm taking classes. I'm learning to play tennis and piano and taking art classes. I actually saved and booked my flight to Paris. See, as now as you can see, this chart here is totally different. You're not just thinking about it, you're actually doing something about it. Which shows here, thinking and action, backing it up. So what holds us back from truly investing in things we want to do? We heavily invest in these types of stocks right here. Fear of failure, and fear of rejection. You're afraid to start something because it's either too new or too difficult. Lack of commitment, lack of know-how or knowledge. Not asking for help and not willing to accept help. Excuses, and negativity. And of course, hesitation and reluctance equals delaying your life. All these things that you invest in stops you from progressing or moving forward in your life. So overall, we need to stop worrying about where you're at. Stop worrying about the big picture. Because when you think about the big picture, think of it like climbing a mountain, right? If you're at the bottom right here of the mountain and you're looking up at the mountain, it's going to look like you're never going to accomplish anything. It's going to look like a really impossible task. Okay, so overall, you're working on the best version of you at this moment. So you might be starting off as a beginner. You might be starting off as advanced level. But the thing is, you got to go up and down a lot of times before you end up going up to advanced level 2 and semi-pro and of course top level pro. But the thing is, if you are at this level, just accept it as is. So this is what I like to call people on life support and flatline syndrome. This is when you're not motivated that much and you're just getting by or not even thinking about investing in your life. You know, when you're on life support, it's just blipping. You're just doing enough just to survive. And when you're on flatline syndrome, nothing is happening right here. So how do you get yourself out of it? You got to shock your way out of it. That's the only way, is to be shocked out of it. So you find out you're 6 months away from having a heart attack. Guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to start working out, right? Because you just got shocked into it. Oh, you found out you're 2 months away from losing your job. Guess what you're going to be doing? You start applying for jobs like crazy. So the only way to get out of it is to be shocked out of it. You got to treat it like you're in a dire situation, even though you're not. Okay? Sometimes you are trying to do the right thing in your life and you're still not getting results. This is when you really need to check yourself and audit yourself. Okay? So I read this article right here. After running for 15 years, I made this change and finally lost weight. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, how did you go through 15 years of running and not lose weight? I'm thinking, oh my God, this is crazy. So I read her article. And guess what? She only changed one major thing in that whole running routine. She changed up the routine. It was harder and more resistance. So earlier I was talking about, having a mentor, a coach, or a trainer. Imagine if she had a trainer 2 years in, 3 years in, 4, 5, 6 years in. She wouldn't have had to go through 15 years of trying to figure it out. But it happens to the best of us. It happens. People stay in a job for too long when it's an entry-level job, when they should have been growing. People stay in relationships for far too long. It happens to the best of us. So when you're going through this, auditing phase, I've been through it plenty of times. I remember one time I was telling a friend, I was like, you know what, I really need a job. I really want to climb the ladder and things like that. I always thought I was a go-getter, a hustler, and I had high-level confidence. But then that person asked me, have I been applying for jobs? No. Have I been networking? No. Have I been working on my resume? No. Oh my gosh, I just got audited. And guess what? What happens to the stock when you get audited, when you've been fudging your numbers? Woo, it drops like crazy, right? So when you're auditing yourself, you got to ask yourself, have you been underperforming like this girl right here, running for 15 years and nothing happening? Okay, have you been honest with yourself? Have you been fudging your numbers like me? Have you been only mentally investing without the action? Have you been pushing yourself past your comfort level? Okay, look at this. When you're auditing yourself, look at this chart here. This is the eating part right here. And this is the exercising part. As you can see here, you're eating more than you're exercising and burning calories. So of course, the numbers don't lie. Overall, when you have an underperforming stock and you're keeping a stock for far too long and you've been unhappy for far too long, you need to start trading it. Just like a stock, right? I need to trade this stock for something else. Okay, overall, you're not trying hard enough to trade your stock. Sometimes you have to take a loss in order sometimes you have to take a loss to trade that next stock that's going to get you that next bump up in your life. Overall, you need to push yourself towards the optimal level. Okay, we all know life is really unfair. We run into roadblocks, bumps, delays, and then we have to wait in our lives. But here's the thing, I don't know if you guys saw that article or on the news where in Georgia, they had the interstate fire and then next thing you know, they had to shut it down for for about a month or so. Well, guess what? When they shut it down, we had to wait, right? But the thing is, what is going on in the background? They're fixing it in the background. So in our lives, we need to be fixing things in the background too. What are we doing in the background to get ready for that next phase and step in our lives? Okay? This is what it truly looks like when you're investing consistently and increasing your actions towards your goals. You work and you work and you work. You learn and you learn and you learn. You make mistakes, you fail, you adjust, you correct, you improve, and you repeat that thousands and thousands and thousands of times. And this is what it looks like right here. Oh, it dropped because you made mistakes and you failed and you adjust. It went back up. Oh, you dropped some more, you failed and you make mistakes. Okay? And you're doing this lots of times right there. Overall, there's two types of curves out there. And it's not easy trying to do this, right? There's a learning curve to it. And when you're trying to learn something, you're struggling as well. So there's a learning curve and a struggling curve. Okay, here's the final story about investing. Things don't always go the way we wanted. Okay, but the thing is, we keep trying. Be consistent, be persistent, and you improve. And the next thing is very important. You have to increase your energy and your efforts towards your goals. Okay, even when you don't feel like it's moving up or anything's happening or going to happen. I'm Twan. Thanks for watching me as I'm trying to invest in myself. As you might be trying to do the same, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will talk to you soon.